Hey guys, it's Jeff from Make It and Fix It. Today we're going to head up to the mountains. We got a spot up there I want to scout out to do a bushcraft base camp. We got about a 45-minute drive up there, and I got my little assistant here.
Hello.
And we're going to go up there and we're going to find the spot and we're going to have some fun. So stay with us and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, we made it. Here's Mikey. Say hi, Mikey.
Hello.
So we're up here, we're getting ready to hike. I'm not sure if we're going to go up the hill or back over that way. Depends on where we can find the best materials. So that's what you want to keep in mind. You want to keep your materials in mind. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna hike over this hill. There's a road to our left. We'll see where it takes us. But we're gonna hike up over the hill and see if we can find a spot with material. This is, as you can see, this area has all been burned out. Forest Service came up here and did a clear cut on it. And they've got it all. This is the slash piles that they burned. So right now we're walking through a burnout. I've been coming up in this area since I was a little kid. There's all kinds of stuff up here, different terrains. And you can go from steep canyon to sharp or to open flat plateau. It's pretty cool actually. A lot of different kinds of vegetation. It's mostly pine forest. There's some oak. The oak it grows in thickets. And there's a lot of places that you can find good thick vegetation, especially down in the canyons where the water usually runs. There's usually a lot of areas you can get oak, and every now and then you might actually come across a willow and walnut. There's a lot of walnut trees out here. We used to come up here when I was a kid, and we used to find walnut trees that we could harvest. We usually come up in around August and pick walnuts. It was pretty cool.
We're now heading up a hill, so we might just keep on going, or we might find a spot before it, but we'll keep you guys tuned in what we're doing, and yeah, see you guys then.
Okay, so we're getting into the area where we're gonna be able to set up. It's as you can see, it's pretty open up here. We're up on top of the mountain. Say again?
There's also a lot of materials.
Yep, tons of material. Forest Service is kind enough to do some cutting for us. So we've got all kinds of stuff that we can use, and a lot of potential good wood. That's oak right there. That's a good burner. This is all oak and it's all dead. You can tell it's dead because look at the bark. The bark is coming off. But that doesn't always mean that the tree's dead. Because if you look at that, the bark on this is gone on one side. See, there's no bark over here. But if you come back, if you look, that bark is still good. It's still got life to it. And see, it's starting to put out leaves. Those are old leaves from last year, but it's got a few new ones. That's scrub oak there. But this one here, this is an oak. This is alligator juniper. This is actually pretty good for burning. Burns pretty hot. It's pretty hard and brittle. A lot of people have allergies to juniper and don't even know it. I know my wife, her allergies go nuts. We actually, not knowing that, last year I planted a juniper tree in front of Mikey's window. And I'm probably gonna have to cut that down here pretty soon because it's not really suitable for what we had. So I might just cut that down, pull it out and put in a fruit tree. But so yeah, we're getting up there. I'm already sweating. It's about 62 degrees out. Nice, beautiful day. A little bit breezy. Yesterday was really windy, so I didn't want to come out and do it yesterday. Plus we had a bunch of stuff, errands to run. But you having fun, Mikey?
Yeah. So guys, we found our place. It's like right between these trees, and there's my dad right there. And so we're just gonna start, maybe just see what we can find between these areas, and yeah, see what kind of wood we can get, and just maybe start.
What he said. Okay, as you can see, there's tons of material around here. Nice straight logs, pretty dry. Forest Service has been up here and cleaned it out, clear cut it. They do this to try to get just to put some space between the trees, something that a fire won't get a hold of. Probably next year they'll come through and probably swamp all this out. I don't know. It depends on what the Forest Service plans to do. It also depends on what fire season does this year. This time of year in Arizona, it is dry. This is one of the worst years they've seen. When I had to with my job, I had to do a fire shelter training, and they were saying that this is anticipated to be one of the worst fire seasons ever in Arizona. We have so much fuel, so much fast burning fuel, a lot of grasses because we got late last year, we got a lot of rain, and early we got a little bit of snow, and then it just stopped. So what that does is it brings up the grass, and it brings up all the real fast growing stuff, and it dies off, and it gives it fuel. I mean, if you look around up here, this whole place is nothing but a tinderbox. So today we're not going to be building a fire. We probably won't be doing any kind of fire with our bushcraft stuff until in the monsoon season, probably into late July. And yeah, I'm not going to risk it. A couple weeks ago, there was a local down in town. Last week, there was a local guy that was doing some stuff in his backyard, and it got away from him, and it tore up everything. It burned a big spot in town, almost took his house out. So I don't want to risk it. It's not worth it, and I really don't want to go to jail because they're starting to really crack down on it. So hey, if you come up here, if you come out in the woods, think about it, man. There's a lot of fuel out here, and any fire guy will tell you, when you look in the forest, you don't see trees, you don't see rocks and beauty, you see fuel. It's all about the fuel, and anything you can do to stop that from happening, pay attention to what you're doing, because this is beautiful land. We have some of the most beautiful country, and we don't need it destroyed over stupidity. So okay, we're going to start setting up right now. I think we're going to be putting it right there, tuck it in those trees a little bit. That'll give us a place, like over here if I want to hang a hammock, or over here, and plus there's tons of logs. So I think what we'll do, I think we're going to start right around here. We got a stump right over there that we can use, and yeah, this looks like a good spot.
What he said.
So we're going to do a bit of a gear layout for you. I'll show you Mikey's pack. Here's mine right there. It's just a mossy oak. Let me get that into some light here. Just a mossy oak that I found it at Walmart for, I think it was $10. So they were on clearance. So I picked up 2 of them, and they're pretty good backpacks. They've got a port over here for a hydration pack. We didn't bring those today because yesterday we were grocery shopping and we found these Nalgene bottles, $7, or no, $6, $5.99. That was a good find. So, and we always keep a backup communication. So we brought the walkie-talkies out. And there's Mikey's pack. And that is an old bow saw. It was my dad's. He worked for the Forest Service when I was a kid. And that's been kicking around our yard for years. And it works pretty good out here. I made a little sheath for it so it doesn't scratch Mikey up. And that's just a piece of garden hose. And I got it strapped to his backpack using a couple of jam knots. And I got Mikey a little blue Nalgene bottle in there. Go ahead and pull that out, Mikey. Right there, it's all full of water. We got to get some water down. We haven't done too much with it. Got him a walkie-talkie. And we're going to be cooking a lunch. Not doing a whole lot with it. We're going to be probably cooking a lunch with a little, probably use that stump right there. And I've got a little turbo boiler that we'll use. And we got a couple of cans of beef macaroni. So we'll have that, and then I brought some other stuff to eat too. So we're going to go ahead and start setting up. So first thing what we want to do is we want to clear this area off. So we'll start clearing this off. We want good just down to dirt, and then we're going to look for some rocks. Arizona cow chips. Ain't that wonderful? Yep. Love the smell of fresh cut pine. Look at that, boy. Got my little snap-on knife. It's a great little knife. I got some paracord 550 cordage, and I'm just going to lash this pole to the tree up here. So I'll drop that down. Let's see. Right about there. Close up your knife. Never leave your knife open. You want to come here for a sec, bud?
Yeah.
Hold this up here. Actually, move it up some. Down a little bit. That's, there we go. There we go. There we go. Huh? This is the ridge pole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a jam knot There we go. That ain't going nowhere. I got it perched in the crook of a tree over there. So now, let's go ahead and start laying the groundwork for the ends here. So what I'm going to do is take these poles, start laying them against this. Oops. Got a spaghetti mess. Don't let this happen to your cord. I'm a dorkfish. Okay, it's going to take me a while to untangle this beast. There we go. That's most of it. Oh, you know what? That'd be a good bed piece. Yeah, we'll keep that for the bed. That bed's gonna go right across here.
So guys, we needed to find another ridge pole because it wasn't that, the one that we found wasn't too steady, so, and it was getting pretty heavy, so we were thinking it might break or something, so we're trying to find another one. So yeah, so make sure yours is heavy enough, good enough to withstand like 10, 15 heavy pulls. And yeah, so my dad's just trying to find another one. So yeah, we'll see you guys when we find one.
Okay, so I tried using these matches, but one thing I did, I put these in here. We don't have any rocks up here that'll strike these, so those are a waste. But what I do keep every time I use one is I keep it the little packets in the MREs, moist towelettes, toilet paper, a couple of chiclets, and some iced tea drink mix. I might use that later. That actually sounds pretty good. But it also comes with a book of matches. Awesome. Keep these. Because book of matches has that little strike strip on it. So all you have to do is you pull out a match and you're golden.
Until you drop it on.
Until I drop it on the ground and it doesn't work anymore. Look at that. We have fire, and the fire went out. Okay, let's try round two. Oh, no, there it goes. There it goes. It lit. And it blew out. So what I need to do is I need to light one of these other matches with it. It's a little windy out here. There we go. Three matches. Here's a match. Doofus and doofus. That's a match. There we go.
There we go. Yay, finally.
And we're good. Let's get some sticks going here. Add smoke. There we go. see the spoon. Ooh.
Where'd you buy this, Dad?
I got that stove off Amazon. Actually, it was $15. So for 15 bucks, that's a great buy. It's a great little stove. No peasant life for us. I know what you're saying, pink, but I was looking at the red. I didn't even think about the cap. I got a girl's water bottle.
I got a blue one, so I'm better than Dad.
You always want your kids to have more than you do. Oh, here comes that wind I was talking about.
Sorry for the noise, you guys.
Pot's not quite big enough, is it?
Just
What?
the wind is mad.
It's mad?
So guys, this is now, and well, this is now, so we got it all built up. We're now trying to make the bed, but we have to head home soon. So this is it probably for now, until we find more straight logs out over there and stuff. And yeah, so yeah, do you have anything to say, Dad?
No. I'm pretty pooped. We're getting ready to hike out. I mean, let me show you what we're doing here. I'm trying to level this off some. There's a wash right back behind us, and I'm kind of trying to level this off. It's a little more difficult than it originally looked, but I think it's turning out pretty good. We probably ought to wrap things up pretty soon, get packed up. It's about 20 to 4, was it?
Yeah.
I think. It's about 20 to 4 now, and we still got to hike down. It's not too long of a hike, probably about 45 minutes to the car. But this is it, and these are all pine logs. That's all we got up here to work with, really. I don't want to use up the good firewood. We want to save that for later. So, but we'll check in with you before we head back out, and we're having a good time. Good times. So, okay, Mikey, anything you want to say?
What he said.
So we're walking back to the car. We got a lot done. We still have a lot to go. We're gonna work on the bed next time we come up here, but that'll probably be on a overnight. I'm gonna try to get it overnight here in the next at least within the next month. It's gonna warm up a lot here pretty soon, so which is great. So we'll be able to spend the night up here without freezing to death. And we just got to finish that bed. There's still plenty of material up here. We might grab some on the way up next time. And so that's about it, guys. That's the end of it. Remember, if you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. We appreciate all the subs we get. Right now I don't have too many, but we're working on it. And I'm getting more used to the camera and getting used to everything else. So, thanks for watching Make It and Fix It. Remember, you can make it and you can fix it. Take it easy, guys.
What he said.
Bye.